Hey, you guys, you know what today is? Thursday. It's time for what? Can you handle the truth at 8 p.m.? Well, I'll see you there. Hey, listen, I gotta go. I gotta get ready for the show. Hello, good people, and welcome to Can You, talking about you, can you handle the truth? I am your host and creator, Jocelyn M. McGuire, specializing in breakthrough counseling, women's ministry, mental health, trauma in adults as well as in children. I do hold a bachelor's degree in psychology. I am also a certified circle keeper, all right, and a licensed evangelist. And once again, welcome to Can You Handle the Truth? Hey, don't forget, like and share. Tag someone. Tell them to come on, get in here on this hot topic. Yes, call someone. Tell them, come on in. Hey, and don't forget to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Jocelyn McGuire. Can you, with the letter U only, handle the truth? Oh my goodness. It's another Thursday. Hey, and I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you are here as well. Hey, we are streaming live from Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Yes, so like and share, tag someone, because this is a hot topic. I mean, hot. It's so hot. Here, sizzling. That's how hot it is. It's hot. Okay, it's hot. All right. Welcome. Once again, I welcome you. Hey, bring some of your friends in. Tell them to come on in. Tell them to come on in and talk and chat with your girl, Jocelyn, all right? On Can You Handle the Truth, all right? Listen. All right, we got our new president, right? I mentioned that the other week. Okay, now, there are some things that have taken place because of our new elected president, because of the new leader, holding the highest power in the land. And there's an uproar. So now, here we have, I don't know if you all caught the topic, but the topic is 4B movement. Okay? It's called the 4B movement. And it originated back in, I think, 2010 or 2020, something like that. And in South Korea. And it's where women, it's all thing in a nutshell, where women are boycotting, okay? They're going to boycott men. Yeah, I said it. They are going, it's a movement to boycott men. Just stop. You boycott a store. You're not going to go there and shop there anymore. You're not going to support that store or that brand anymore. Well, this is literally the same thing. This is literally the same thing that now this movement of females will now start to boycott men. That means no relationship, no marriage, no childbearing, and no sex. Now, I'm just telling you what I read. And no nothing. And this is like being on a strike. Being on a strike because women now think that their rights, and I'm a woman too. Don't get me wrong, I'm a woman too. I think that their rights have been stricken away and are no longer protected by our government, by the men's no longer protected. That now they are going to, since you all are going to stop abortion and stop like women's rights and the things that I believe that I am entitled to as being a woman. So the course that women are taking is this movement. It is the 4B movement. So this is the course, So this is the course that is being taken now. I'm not sure of the age group that may be participating with this boycott of men. I'm not sure of the dynamics of it, of which group, which racial group is really actually boycotting men. I mean, Is it going to be the Caucasian, the Asian, the Mexican, the African American, the Indian? Which group do we think are going to come out in support? And something else these women are doing, they are shaving their heads in protest. Yeah, I'm just telling what I heard. I'm just telling you what I heard. They're shaving their heads in protest. Mainly because of this Roe versus Wade and these other issues that women feel as though have been taken away from them, that they really have no fight. They really have no one to speak up for them. And they really have no support in their rights. They really have no support in their rights as being a female. But we must think about something. Is this movement mainly about Roe versus Wade? Or are there other underlining issues? Are there other underlining issues? Oh yeah. Well, somebody saying, oh, there's no movement. But hey, I read it. I'm just saying. What do you all think about it? Somebody says it's not a movement. But what if it was a movement? Then what would you think about that? To boycott men. What would happen if women start to boycott men? What would actually happen? For one, I Google it. All right. Somebody says to me, I said, "Oh, let me Google it, see what it means." Okay, let me see what it means. This 4B movement. Let me see what it actually means. But could women actually stand together? You say, oh, somebody said, oh, say it won't work. What you mean it won't work? It won't work like what? It won't get the results that it want, women would not be able to outlast their movement, or it won't work because a lot of women will not give into such things of a movement as to not having any more sex, not having any more children, not dating, not romancing. It sounds like a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? Doesn't it almost sound like a sci-fi movie? It sounds like a movie. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a sci-fi movie where women are like on one planet and men's are locked away or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. Like, okay, women not gonna romance. No more romance. No more romance. So I guess that along with that, no, then it would be like, with that no, that means no cooking. Did that include no cooking? Did that include no cleaning? I mean, what would that look like if women were to boycott men? What would it look like? What exactly would it look like if women decided to boycott men? What would that look like? I would say I don't believe it will work. Maybe some people might believe that such a movement would stir up the country. But such a movement, I believe that's something that's individual, that in your relationship, that with your husband, in your relationship with your partner, how does that even look? How does that look? This no longer having anything to do with a man. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely. See, it would be a changed world. That's for sure. It would be a changed world. Absolutely. It would be a changed world. It would be something like, wow. But then, what would happen with our society? Let's just say that something like this started to occur. Okay? And let's say that women are now taking a platform in protests, and they are united together as one, agreeing that men's would be boycott. They come in agreement of no relationships with men. That means no relationship, period. No sex. But could you really? I guess you could. It's your body. I mean, this is the whole fight. The whole fight is about the female body. That's the whole argument. That's the whole argument about the female body. I'm quite sure there are some underlining issues that comes along with that has not yet been spoken out. But however, being that you are married, okay, you all took vows, and you love your spouse, but however, you feel as though the women are being left behind, that the women no longer have rights over their own bodies in making decisions. Oh, absolutely. On TikTok, we had a viewer to say it's not the whole argument. Absolutely. It's not the whole argument. There are many issues that divide the country. Oh my God, yes. There are so many issues that divide our country. And it's so sad that our country is divided based upon three. I'm going to say start with three. If you think of more, let me know. Our country is divided by race, for one. That's one. Our country is divided by race. Our country is divided by social economics, your social economic status. Our country is also divided by male and female rights. Our country is really divided. It's really divided. And where do we stand on all this division? It's like, are we coming together or are we coming more divided? Are we coming together or are we more divided? I believe that we are more divided than together on so many issues. Our country is divided. Our country seems to be kind of like the moral compass is broken. I mean, I said it. I believe it. I believe the moral compass is broken. The moral compass is broken. There seems to be it seems to be more into a shiny light of what's wrong is right. And we've been saying that for years. Okay, we have another comment. We are more divided. A country divided can't stand. And I truly do believe that. I believe that a country that is divided cannot stand. Cause know why we can't stand? Cause we're not in unity. We not as one. The compass, the moral compass, in my opinion, is broken. What we stood for years ago as being the right thing of doing is no longer the right thing in doing. Okay? It's no longer. It's no longer right. It's like it's another underlining agenda that is trying to take place as far as allowing a minor to make a life decision, a life-changing decision. Let me put it to you like that. Let me say it again. A minor making a life-changing decision. And our country is divided on that. And there should not even be any sort of division on the thought of allowing a minor to make a everlasting change to their gender. That should not be allowed. Now, I know some people going to disagree with me. Oh, saying it's their body. They know who they are. Listen, you don't even know who you are. You're in your doggone 50s and 60s. And you're still trying to figure it out. You're still trying to figure it out. They say really the brain does not really start to develop to like 24, 25 years old. And you're going to allow a child, a minor, decide their permanent gender? You're going to allow that? Now, if there's ever going to be a movement, the people should rally together and have a movement on moral, on what is right, what is wrong. And in my opinion, that is wrong. Someone has to stand up for what is right. Now, in all actuality, we are saying protection for the unborn when a woman wants to receive an abortion. Okay? Actually, that is protection for the unborn child because they are defenseless. They are innocent. They are a human, and there is no voice for them. So now we have this voice that is saying that, hey, it is wrong for abortions. So now we no longer have Roe versus Wade. Yes, I agree with you. And our viewer said on TikTok said, and that's why Trump got elected. Because of what? Morals? I mean, hey, I'm not saying the man's a saint. He ain't saying he's a saint. I ain't saying that. But he stands for what is, I believe, humanly what is right as far as the moral compass for our country. No longer, and I believe I heard this with Trump, that no longer will we have these pronouns, he, she, it, them, something, other, whatever. You born with what you're born with. You a he or you a she. That's just what I believe. Okay? Oh, okay. Somebody on here saying boycott Black Friday only. Only spend money at black businesses. Hey, that's a great idea. Whoa, what would the economy look like then? If we were to just start to boycott these major store chains that are making money off of who? Off of the black people, the real black people. I'm black for real. The real black people. Making money off of us. So what we should do, and I agree with you, that we should what? Boycott Black Friday by shopping black business only. I like that. By shopping black business only. What do you think about that? If you're gonna have a movement, let's do that movement. But you know what though? You'll save some money. I mean, right now you all are so brainwashed that you think that you should be able to that you are so brainwashed that you think that you can only shop at these major stores and spend all your hard-earned money, and that you're doing something. If you're going to spend your money, spend it in the black business. Listen, I was talking to, Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Thank you for joining in. Oh, miss you. I miss you too. I sent you a message letting you know why I wasn't there. It's in your messenger, okay? I sent it in your DM, all right? All right. But anyway, so I'm glad that you're here, okay? And Cynthia, I'm glad that you're here also. And thank you for your participation. Listen, if we, the people, I'm gonna say we, the people, the black race, the black nationality, the original blacks, that if we were to come together in a movement, how much powerful would we be? Think about it. How much powerful would we be? Yeah, on the 20th. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. And I'm ready. I am ready. I'm ready for that. Okay, thank you. Ah, yes, I'm going to announce that later. But listen, how much powerful would we, the people, be if we supported our own? Now, I have a spiritual son, okay? And I get my house clean, and I'll call someone to come clean my house. But since he started his own cleaning business, I'm like, we need to keep that money in the family. I consider him family. Let's keep that money in the family. And hey, I'm going to give it to somebody else. I'm going to give it to somebody. I might as well give it to you. Come on, let's think about that. Let's get rid of the what? The crab mentality. Let's get rid of the crab mentality. And the crab mentality is when you see the crabs, they trying to climb up the wall and come to the surface, that another crab will grab the crab and pull it down while it tries to go up. And as it is trying to reach its destiny, then another crab pulls it down again, never to reach the full potential of their destiny because of this what? Crab-like mentality that has set into the mind of a lot of blacks. I'm just going to say what I just said. Okay? I'm just going to say what I just said. Get rid of the crab-like mentality. If you want to start a movement, and you're talking about a 4B movement, let's do a movement. Let's get rid of the crab mentality of pulling each other down. And let's support each other. Let's support each other. Why not support each other? Oh, black people, they always trying to be slick. But guess what? The other races are slick too. They slick too. Listen, black women, listen to this. I want to talk to the black women right now, right? We spend more money. We spend more money at the wig store. And it's not even black owned. All right, we have a comment here. Rosemary. That's what I have Biden saying all the time. And someone needs to find out these bills. These bills. I'm not understanding what you're saying, but I'm quite sure you're saying something there, Rosemary. I can't hardly put it together. Take your time and write it again. Listen, we black women, we spend more money at the wig shop owned by. We used to be a lot of them owned by Asians, but now there are a lot of them being owned by what they call them, Pakistanians. They're being owned by them, and you can't hardly find a black-owned wig store. Okay, Jimmy Rand says, he said, why don't we trust each other as black people? We have seen this in the election. Why don't we trust each other as black people? Billionaires, businesses, so we can boycott them too. Boom, bam. Rosemary said it. She said it. She said billionaires, businesses, that we should boycott them too. Listen, haven't you, as the real black people, become weary of taking advantage of, our blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors, the sweat off our backs that built this country. But we are the lowest race on the totem pole. If you want to build a totem pole, we would be at the bottom. But we are the ones that carry the weight of this country. But however, because we cannot seem to unite with each other, that we are at the bottom of the totem pole. We still don't have rights like any other nationality. Just like, you remember when the COVID first came out and Asians were being attacked? Remember that? Well, you remember what Kamala did? Well, guess what? Even if you slap one, pop one, hit one, trip one, it's against the law, and the law is more extended in punishment if you were to violate their rights. But however, we as a black people, we as the black community, we as the ones that built this here country, where is our Bill of Rights? I'm going to let that sit there and simmer. Where is our Bill of Rights? How many of us have got to die? How many of us have got to be slain by the hands of someone in authority who has the right to kill you? But yet, there is nothing put in place for the black people. I'm talking about the real black people. I ain't talking about the ones that look like they black and they ain't. Hello. We, as a people, we need to come together. We need to harness our energy and come together. We are the most powerful people on this planet. And you don't even realize your capabilities. because you have been programmed. You have been programmed not to recognize your potential as a black person. Yes, Jimmy, because we had left our values and now they are compromised. Values are now compromised. Values are now compromised. And like I said earlier, what right is now thought of as being wrong. If you speak out against the immorality of a certain community, then people want to cancel you. It's called culture cancel. They want to cancel you because you're not going with the flow of what we consider to be wrong, because you're not flowing in the same direction of the bull, then you're wrong. Then you're wrong. Because the people don't want to swim in the muck and in the miry clay. They don't want to swim in that. They don't want to walk in that. They don't want to trample in that. They don't want to roll in that. They don't want to be a part of that. And when they don't want to be a part of something that you people have voted on, and because it's a vote and because it's passed by law, it don't make it right. Just because it's passed by law and it's on a piece of paper and some folks done sign off on it, it don't make it. Hello. Can you handle the truth? Let me take a breather. Can you handle the truth? Every Thursday night at 8 p.m. live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Listen, I'm Jocelyn McGuire, the voice for the voiceless, baby. I'm going to say what you think. Hey, I'm here. Can you handle the truth? Goes down so much better. Can you handle the truth? Listen, let's unite. Okay? Let's unite. You would have thought that, and this is tricky. This is tricky. With the Black Lives Movement. How many of us rallied behind that? I mean, we just got with it because it sounded right. It sounded like we gonna get recognized about now. It sounds like we gonna get our just due about now, because now there is what? Black Lives Matter. Man, they made money on that. You know who started that Black Lives Matter? Do your research. Do your research. Who started Black Lives Matter? You see what side of the coin they're on. Okay? Can you handle the truth? But like I said, people want to cancel you when you do not stand with what the law has said is right, but morally our Bible or our values or our moral compass, it tells us down inside of our hearts and down in our minds that this is not the right thing, that this is not the what's right. Ha! Black lives matter. And they made money off that too, didn't they? Okay. She said it was the white people. I heard a little different. Jimmy says they would never let you get ahead of them. They would give you bread, crumbs, just to make you happy. Oh my God. Aren't you tired of the crumbs? Aren't you tired of the crumbs they give you? And they are giving you stale crumbs at that. The crumbs are stale. Listen, that's how bread gets. That's how you get crumbs. You let the bread stay out. You let it stay out long enough, it starts to get hard. It loses its moisture. It loses its life. And there it is, drizzling up, getting hard. And they're going to give you the crumbs. No, we no longer want the crumbs. We want the fresh bread. We no longer want the crumbs. All right, of course they did. Wow, and they made money. They made money on that Black Lives Matter. Were they even black? Were they even females? I'm just saying. Aren't we tired of the breadcrumbs? Aren't you tired of the breadcrumbs? They give you little breadcrumbs just to kind of quiet you down a little bit. The breadcrumbs just to satisfy you a little bit, just to keep you quiet. That's right. Cindy said, amen, to have the full, fresh loaf of bread. Give us the whole fresh loaf, baby. Stop giving us kibbles and bits. Pieces of this, pieces of that. That's to satisfy you, to make you be quiet. Because they know that if we as a people ever really unite together and stick together and stop going in different phrases, that we would overcome for real. Jim said he think what Trump feed the black men breadcrumbs. He said he believe Trump feeds the black man breadcrumbs. Give you just a little. Let me give you just a little bit of taste. Then I give you just a little bit of a taste of this. You won't go malnourished if I give you just a little taste. And if I give you just a little taste, then you won't ask for much more if I give it to you in bits and pieces. Because you'll never get the whole loaf. You'll get the crumbs, bits and pieces. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Cynthia. So what are we What are we going to do? Are we ever going to stick to a movement? Are we ever going to stick to it to see changes occur? Why come we got to have a movement when someone tragically has to lose their life? Then we wants to come together and make up a movement. When someone's life is tragically taken from them, then we wants to rally together. Jimmy asked the question, are we ever going to come together? We thought we could come together when we actually thought we had a black president, Obama. But we saw what happened with that, didn't we? We thought. Then some of you all thought that we would come together if Kamala was elected. You thought. Wrong. People. Let's stand united. If there's ever going to be a movement, let there be a black movement. Jimmy said he's 78 years old. He has not seen it yet. Jimmy, I don't understand what's going on. We need to know, I don't understand about, it's almost like a curse upon a curse upon a curse. But I got to answer. Sister said, we haven't come together in decades, and I don't think we are going to now. It's 11:59 and counting. Oh my God. Another day. Another day comes, goes. Another day comes and passes. But yet we have not yet stood together in unity. When are we going to overcome? When are we going to overcome? You know what? I can give two answers to that. I have two thoughts. And you were saying that you're 78 years old. You have not seen the black people come together and rise up to come together. Listen, you know, wickedness is in high places. And this thing that we are fighting for, this justice, this equal opportunity, these things that we are fighting for our people, then this is something that is very spiritual. Okay? Something that is very spiritual. Something that is very spiritual. And we as black people since slavery days, and some people say, oh, ain't no such thing as slavery. But however, something did occur that was negative, that was handed down to the black people. And right now it's handed down from what? Generation to generation. And that is that Jim Crow that's been embedded inside your spirit. And it comes generation after generation after generation. Oh my God. Yeah, Jimmy said, have we left God? Jimmy, the way the country is going, it's, said the world's on an axle. Guess what? The world's leaning this way. It's almost hanging off the axle. Okay? Yes. I believe that there's no fear in God. And that could be another subject. I believe that there's no fear in God. That's what I believe. Because the country is on the borderline of collapsing. Not being designed as God had designed it to be. It's going in the opposite direction. Okay? Listen. This is what I want to say to you all as we end our discussion. Sit back and think about it. Sit back and think about, where are we as a black people? But that's all we had is black people. Baptist church. You know, some things you just got to get up and do on your own. Just can't wait. We're waiting. And some would say, we're waiting on a mighty move of God. But you know what? God, He does. He gives you the capability to handle a lot of things on your own. So stop. I believe this country had left God, yes, sure, decades ago. People don't have fear or respect for God. And you are absolutely right, Cynthia. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. And this is another subject also, in reference to how the church has now incorporated the world system into the sacred sanctuary, where we come united together to serve and worship and praise God together. It is now a world inside the church, a worldly church, as to where it's hard to recognize whether you are in a sanctuary or you are in the midst of a club. I'm just saying. Good people. Our time has been well spent. If you have a subject that you would like for me to talk about, expound upon, have a conversation about, then send your request to my email address, can you, which is the letter U, handle the truth at gmail.com. At gmail.com. Can you, that's the letter U, handle the truth at gmail.com. Next week, since we are kind of like getting on this subject, what is actually happening to the churches? What is happening with the churches now? I heard today, I'm going to let you guys go. I heard today that there's a church somewhere, I'm quite sure it's not the only one, that they don't preach out the Bible, but they say good stuff. All right, make it make sense, okay? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, Jimmy. Okay, we're gonna take one more comment. Why is not the church speaking about that anymore? Okay, Jimmy, make yourself more clear. Jimmy said he's coming. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. Yeah. Watch and pray. It does run. Yeah. It's not. So we're going to come back next week. All right. We're going to come back next week. And we're going to talk about it some more, okay? All right, we're going to extend this conversation a little bit longer. Okay, that's fine. We're going to extend this conversation a little bit farther as far as unity and coming together. And we're going to also still talk about how we're not coming together and how the churches are no longer together as it was already established from the foundation. How churches have slide farther and farther away from the doctrine. Okay, they got their own church doctrine now. And this is what is happening. Please don't delete. I'm not going to delete. Okay, unable to verify. I'm there. Okay, this is on TikTok. Okay, wait while I'm come off. Okay, listen. Like and share. Like and share. And remember, people, I will be on. What time is that, Jimmy? What time is it? What time would I be on there? I know I come on the 20th. I don't know if I come at 6 or do I come at 7. I always get kind of mixed up. But anyway, I will be on live. And I will be bringing the Word of God on Let's Talk Bible. Okay, you got PM. Is that 6 p.m.? 7 p.m., Jimmy? Let me know. And I will be on Let's Talk Bible with Jimmy Rand at 6 p.m. on the 20th. Also, it will be airing on my other page, Speak Life and Live. Join my other page called Speak Life and Live. Also join my other page and follow me on my page. Can You Handle the Truth? The #1 podcast in the country. Thank you all for joining in. Like and share. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yes, on YouTube. Jocelyn McGuire. Join me there, all right? Let's leave out on this. Hey, guess what? Have a wonderful, blessed weekend. And if you're blessed, be a blessing. You're blessed, be a blessing, all right? I love you, but guess what? God loves you best. All right. Good night, Jimmy. Good night, Cynthia. Good night to all those that are listening in. And good night to my TikTok audience as well. Thank you for joining in. Like I said, like and share. And you're blessed, be a blessing. All right? Good night. Good night.